You know, one of my favorite pastimes is multiplying fractions, but we're dividing fractions. But it's okay because dividing fractions is, my pen just died. My pen, okay, whew. My dividing fractions is basically the same as multiplying fractions. So your first step, if you are dividing fractions, is to say, all right, I'm going to change this into a multiplication problem. So mathematically speaking, we multiply by the reciprocal. Oops. That's what we say. We multiply by the reciprocal. I think it makes a little more sense, and you'll hear this from a lot of people, is that we keep the first number, we change division to multiplication, and we flip the second number. So oftentimes you will hear keep, change, flip, which is a whole lot easier to remember than multiply by the reciprocal. I don't really care how you think of it as long as you remember it. So we keep the first, change division to multiplication, and then actually multiply. When we are multiplying fractions, that's where we can look to simplify or reduce numerator to denominator. So when I look in the numerator, I have a 2 and an 8, and in the denominator, I have a 3 and a 7. There are no common factors anywhere. So I just multiply straight across. 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 7 is 21. 16 and 21 share no common factors, and therefore, that is my answer. 5/6 divided by 10/11. All right, let's do it. Let's keep the first number. Let's change division to multiplication, and let's flip, because we are multiplying by the reciprocal. Reciprocal simply means the flipped fraction. That's what it means, okay? Because when you multiply a number by its reciprocal, you get 1, right? 110 over 110 gives you 1. So that's the idea. If you multiply a number by its reciprocal, you get 1. They're multiplicative inverses. Okay, but anyway, back to this problem. 5/6 times 10/11. Here you will see 5 and 10, numerator to denominator, share a common factor. They are both reducible by 5, right? We can divide out a common factor of 5. So I'm going to rewrite this fraction. 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I have the fraction 1/6. 11 doesn't change, but 10 divided by 5 is 2. So my new problem, smaller numbers, easier to work with, is 1/6 times 11 over 2. And then I multiply straight across. So 1 times 11 is 11. 6 times 2 is 12. And my final answer is 11/12. Let's do 2 more. 1/3 times 3/4. First step, keep, change, flip. Then look to see if you can reduce. So 1/3 times 4/3. The numerator to denominator, nothing is reducible, so I multiply straight across. 1 times 4 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. Final answer. And the last one, 9/10 divided by 3/4. Well, I keep, I change, I flip. Now, if you forget to reduce at this point and you just go on and you multiply, you simply reduce at the end. It's not better or worse to, reduce one time versus the other. Sometimes it's just easier to reduce first because you get smaller numbers. So here I see 9 and 3 are both reducible by 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. I'm a big fan of rewriting the problem because I make less mistakes that way. 10 and 4 are both reducible by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And now I can multiply straight across. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 1 is 5. And my final answer is 6/5. And that's dividing fractions.